Well, as you can imagine, the pandemic made it difficult for nonprofits to stay afloat. Many nonprofits had to re-budget this year. Alexis Thrower spoke with area nonprofit organizations to see how they're coping. Alexis, what'd you find?
Yes, Think First is an international injury prevention program. However, what is injured is their budget, thanks to the pandemic. I spoke with them to check on their margins as the year comes to an end and to find out what their game plan will be for 2021.
Like most of us, local nonprofits are ready to put 2020 behind them. Think First of the Arklatex is in the same position. Although they fundraised throughout the year, Program Director Ronald Fletcher says the pandemic made securing funds more difficult.
We work a lot on donors and through grants, and grants are always tricky. You can't rely on the grant money as much as you rely on your donors.
Think First gets some grant money from the Community Foundation of North Louisiana. The organization is a community endowment that collects donations and distributes grants to various nonprofits.
We also put on every year Give for Good, and actually Give for Good this year was the highest raising year that we've ever had. So we were really pleased that the community stepped up and realized the nonprofits were struggling just as regular for-profit businesses were.
While Think First is thankful for the aid received from the Community Foundation's Give for Good program, they are still struggling.
And so that was still not near enough to offset our losses.
As the year comes to an end, Gustafson says they've seen an increase in donations. She says giving has been made easier by the Federal CARES Act.
So I encourage donors out there, if you have not made any contributions, you should know that generally you can only take deductions if you itemize on your tax return, but this year, because of the CARES Act, you get to take up to $300 of a charitable deduction, whether you itemize or not.
Like many nonprofit officials, the uncertainty of the economy not only concerns Fletcher professionally, but personally as well.
I just came on as program director the last year, so we experienced that year, but now I have that fear of failure going forward. Like, that's something that's been here so long. I don't want it to seem like it was my failure. It's my responsibility to continue this mission to help protect and save lives in our community, and I don't want to feel like I've failed at that.
The pandemic still brings a level of uncertainty about the future. Just like for-profit businesses, nonprofits like Think First had to readjust their existing budgets to best sustain in 2021. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Alexis. And for more information about Think First or to learn more about making a last-minute donation, visit our website, ktbs.com.